So I'm Dr. Ebony January, board certified OBGYN. Interesting, growing up in East St. Louis, had great family support. My dad, very strong, alpha male, mother, alpha female, so didn't have my biological mother because of the drinking and things like that. My grandmother had been instrumental at that point. She stepped up. I would call my grandmother every single day. We talk every single day. On the weekends, I would go over to my grandmother's house, and my dad did not like that at all. And it was in that moment, in those moments, that I had to grow up. I had to grow up fast because I didn't have that mother figure in my life at 14, 15. And, you know, I think to some degree I was causing a little bit of conflict between my stepmother and my father. And so what I started doing was really pouring myself into my schoolwork, pouring myself into my after school activities. I even got an after school job, worked at White Castle's, first job ever. And he did not want me to get a job. He's like, focus on your school, I'll give you money. So I would have these checks from White Castles that would just stack up. But it was a way for me to get out of the house. It was a way for me to have some peace. I eventually used that money to get all of my things from my dorm room. So for college, so I was preparing for college, filling out applications. I did all of that on my own. I found scholarships on my own. Eventually my mother moved with my grandmother. So when I would go down to my grandmother's house, I would see my mother. And things were just getting bad, you know, they continued to get bad. I was up in my room, I had my wallet there, and I went to look for my money. I didn't have much money left because I was a college student, and all of my money is like gone. I can't find my wallet. So I go down to my mother's room. She's passed out drunk, and I was so angry with her. I was so sick of this addiction because now this is like, we're 5-6 years in this. I was so angry with her that I took a pile of pennies that was left, that all I had as a college student. I took it and just threw it at her. And she barely even budged, you know. When I went to medical school in Ohio, there were times when I would drive from Ohio to, Illinois, back to, East St. Louis, to make sure things were okay at home. It really was a huge struggle for me dealing with this addiction and dealing with and trying to become a physician. And eventually she went to rehab, she got better. Now I'm starting to learn more and more about the body. You know, I'm on my road to being a physician, and so I'm studying this alcoholism, and I'm studying how it affects the body. And it's making me think, it's difficult for me because it's making me think about my mother, from my grandmother. And she would tell me, girl, you need to pray about it. And if you don't pray about it, then you need to call me back. You need to pray about it and call me back. And she'd hang up on me and I'd be like, lady. And eventually she went to rehab, she got better, and now she's not. So that's kind of how things have been going so far for me. So I'm Dr. EJ. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this very useful to you, or you feel that someone can benefit from this video, please like, share, comment. If you'd like to reach out to me on Instagram, I'm Dr. EJ Bootcamp, DOCTOREJ Bootcamp. And on Facebook, I'm Dr. EJ.